Video walk on a Forest River Alpha Wolf. We'll start in the back. Pre-wired for a rear camera. You don't actually have the camera, you have to buy the camera kit. It just replaces that black piece right there, and then it runs power from your marker lights, so the running lights on your truck will have to be on. Fold down back gate. It's very easy to do. Pull these pins, pull this pin out, same on both sides. Fold the whole thing down and then repin it in here. It does have a 200-pound limit, so you'll be trying to put your motorcycle on there. Just a couple coolers, maybe some chairs. Bumper caps come off. It's a perfect spot to store your sewer hose. Stabilizer jacks, all four corners. You got a crank that fits this, or if you got a 3/4 inch socket with an adapter, you can run it with your drill. 30 amp short cord, it's your short cord. About 25-30 feet long. Just twist in there like that, and then you can use this to see it has little tabs right there that it lines up in, and you can thread it on just like that. Side seals, every once in a while you want to take a look at them, make sure they're not dry or cracked anything. We do provide a service called a seal slide maintenance, and then what we do is we clean these and then we apply a seal conditioner on them to keep them I guess moist is the word, keep them from drying out and cracking. Little storage compartment. That's where your short cord will be when you receive your unit. It goes up pretty tall. Furnace, this is your exhaust. Keep it clean in here, both sides. Some spider webs, you get a lot of debris in there. They make screens for these. They don't recommend you run it with the screen on. Water heater. Pop it open right here. Don't drop it on your foot like I did. So you got a switch right there. If you turn it on right there, that allows the water heater to work on electric. Before you use the water heater, put your anode rod in there. Put it in there. Get it threaded by hand. Then tighten it with a socket. It's an 1 1/16", and I use a little extension and a ratchet to get it tight in there. Don't over tighten it. And then once you start putting water to this unit, it'll start filling the tank up. Before you drain it, and I definitely recommend draining it after every trip, you don't want water to sit in there, it'll start to get stagnant. Pull your pressure relief. Just like that, water will come out. Everything's okay to get wet. Snap it closed. Sometimes it snaps itself closed because it can't go all the way open because of that. Once you stop seeing water come out of here, then you're good to pull your plug. If you neglect to do that first, you're going to get a bath. And if you've been running your water heater, you're going to get a hot bath. And this might come shooting at you, and it's perfect level, right at face level to get your boppy in the face. So make sure you relieve your pressure before you drain it. Other than that, keep the area in there clean and down in there. Try to put this on one-handed. Boom. So sewer area. So this is where you can hook your hose up to. Before you take this cap off anytime, I always recommend making sure that these are all the way closed. I give them a little tap, making sure they're closed. Then I take the cap off, because if those were cracked a little bit, it's going to fill this section of pipe with, the gross stuff. So I always check that first, and I take the cap off, hook the hose on my black tank. So you got gray, black galley. So this one right there is going to be your black tank. That's going to be your gray tank. These are the two from the bathroom. Your black's your toilet, and then it'll be your shower, and then your bathroom sink. Your galley is that one right there. Your galley is your kitchen sink. It's on its own tank. I always recommend dumping your black first. Once it's all the way dumped, dump your grays. That'll flush out the hose, so you don't have to carry around a hose with black tank water in it. Outdoor shower. The key, one of the keys you'll be giving, it'll be a 751 key. We'll open that, it'll have hot and cold. Fresh fill, so to fill your onboard tank, and then if you're running off your onboard tank, you would need to run your pump. Rest your hose in there, don't jam it in there. You need to have water escape if you walked away and you forget you were filling it. If not, you'll pressurize your tank, and that's no good. To fill it up, you can monitor its progress from the monitoring panel on the inside. And then, just like your water heater, I recommend draining it after every trip. And that's the drain for it. You just pull this, and water will come out like that. Right here, city water connection. So if you're hooking up a hose, if your campground provides water, this is where you hook it up to. See, don't do this one. This is a black tank flush, so you see city water, it's that one. Then you'll operate off of city water pressure, so you don't need to run your pump. You have a cable hookup. Some places provide cable. And then you have a satellite dish hookup. So if you have like a portable satellite dish, like one of those dish TV or whatever tripods, you can hook it in through there. This one's a black tank flush. You got a hose hooked to there. Only use that when you're actually dumping your black tank. Otherwise, it's just going to fill your black tank up with water. There's a little nozzle in there that'll spray everything out. Another one of those stabilizer jacks, like I said, all 4 corners. Storage compartment here. This is a manual backup crank for your tongue jack. And then the other one will be your manual crank for those. They do give you a coupler. If you wanted to make your own hose, you put the hose over there, hose clamp it down. Or you could just buy a brand new hose. These do not come with hoses. Accent lighting, little docking lights, switch for that right there. Group 24 RV marine grade battery. In the winter, I definitely recommend taking your battery out, keeping it somewhere warm. There's going to be extended time between trips. I also recommend disconnecting the negative lead off your battery. Access to your tanks, you unscrew these. It can be a little difficult when they're new. Just like that. Unscrew them a little bit. Then pop them out like that. Lift it up. You have access to turn them on and off, so they're both off now. Then you have your regulator down in there with a little triangle right there, so it's pointing that way. That way. So it's going to pull from this tank first. If you had them both on, once this one's empty, it will switch to pulling from this tank. However, that little triangle won't rotate because this rotates. So you can choose, see, which tank it's pulling from. That won't rotate when it switches which tank, so keep that in mind. You can also take this whole cover off if you wanted to make it a little bit easier. Got your 7-way here. Got a nice handy holder for it. Power tongue jack, lights, raise and lower. It beats hand cranking it every day of the week. Other side of the storage, there's that crank for them jacks. You do have a light in here. That's pretty much it. Nice big unobstructed storage. You have a latch for your dog if you want to leash up your dog. Just remember when you're leaving, don't forget about him. So moving along. 2 dual outdoor speakers. Cable TV hookup. Satellite hookup. So this is where you hook your actual TV to. And then GFCI outlet. All your GFCIs are on the same circuit. If one were to trip, they're all going to trip. And then mount for TV. The other half of the mount is inside, and we'll show you that as we go inside. So speaking of inside, let's head on in right now. We'll go to the bedroom first and work our way towards the front. So bedroom, pretty simple, plenty of storage over there. GFCI outlet, and then 2 USB ports. This one just has the GFCI outlet, but then you have your little charging station for a Furrion speaker. If you buy the Furrion speaker, you can charge it from there, but it also has USB ports on the side right there. Spot for a TV, you got a backer. If you buy aftermarket TV mount from like Walmart or even from here, look at your screws first, because some of them are longer than the thickness of this wall, and if you punch a hole through the outside, that's not a warrantable claim. So just keep in mind how big your screws are. GFCI outlet to plug your TV in, and the cable hookup right there. Emergency exit, very simple to use. I lift this up. You can have it as a regular window by resting it like that. If it's an emergency, you would push this all the way out, grab the screen here, pull it off, and then dive out the window. Just like that. And you do have a little bit of underbed storage. And then 2 lights above there. All the lights in here work by clicking right there. Watch your eyes. Just like that. Right in the middle. So the bedroom lights turn on and off from there. As well as those lights right there. Got a sliding bathroom door. Undo your strap. Sides closed. Make sure you strap it before you travel. You might wind up with some damage. So keep that in mind to strap it in. Bathroom, very simple. Here's your resettable GFCI outlet. So any outlet labeled GFCI, if it trips, you come in here and reset it. Just like your ones at home. And then other than that, bathroom's pretty simple. Medicine cabinet. Sink. More storage, and then right underneath there, that's where your pumping that is. Shower, pretty self-explanatory. You have a removable shower head, then hot and cold. A little sunlight, sunroof, gives you a little bit more head clearance too if you're taller. And then your shower doors. Travel with them closed. Travel with this locked, this rubber thing locked. Toilet. As long as you're pushing this pedal, it's going to keep flushing when it's time to use it. The nice thing about these toilets are it's porcelain, so it'll feel more like your toilet at home, and it's a little bit stronger. So we'll come out through here. Fire extinguisher, one of your safety equipment. The other one being you got a smoke alarm and then a propane detector. So here's your thermostat. So this right now, it tells you the temperature inside here. Tap it. It'll ask. So fan mode is just going to run your fan on your AC, no compressor. So then you could do, well, let's go back. Fan low or high, then hit it again. Cool, high, low, auto. Auto is going to regulate whatever auto, high, and low. At a high or low is against your fan speed. Auto is going to regulate whatever temperature you have it set to. You have it set to, let's say, this one goes all the way down to 33. You have it set to 33. Once it reaches 33 degrees in here, your AC will shut off. And then as it starts warming up again, it'll kick back on to help regulate that temperature. Hit it again after it's on cool, high, auto. It goes to heat, then off. So then your heat goes all the way to, let's see, 95. I think it goes to 99. So you can get it to 99 degrees in here if you'd like. Tap it again, it turns it off. Controls for your slide. So slide 1 is this slide, and then slide 2. It's your kitchen slide. You have inside LEDs. So all these light switches stay down. So when you tap them up, they go on, tap them up again, they turn off. Outside LEDs, you have LED lights on. Awning. Living room lights, tap it, turns the living room lights off. All the ones, like the ones in the slide, the ones back there, these ones right here are controlled from the switch. But everything else, like the ones over there, you have to turn off at the light fixture. You can program your phone to control this wirelessly. Just follow these instructions right there. That tells you what you need to do. Then your monitoring panel, you can do black, fresh. We did fill your tanks to test, so we will dump them before you leave it, but you can do black 1, gray 1, and gray 2. Ignore black 2. So black 1 and gray 1 are going to be your bathroom. Oh, sorry. And then gray 2 is your galley, which would be your kitchen sink. Your battery will always read full when you're plugged in, because it pulls voltage from the wiring, and then when you're plugged in, you'll always have 13.2 volts going through it. Controls for your awning, very simple. You can go out. We might have some stuff in our way, so we won't go all the way out. Actually, let's see. So down on the switch extends. Yep, when you see the bare tube, you're open enough. Then your awning is adjustable. Difficult to do one-handed, but you pull this end in. You see as it gets closer, further away, raises and lowers the pitch. Then you would tighten that knob there to have it pitch to one end, so if it's raining, you can have water pitch off to one end. If it starts storming, roll your awning in, you don't want the wind to rip it away. And once, roll it in when it starts getting stormy. If you roll it in wet, as soon as it gets dry outside and sunny, roll it back out, let the water dry off of it. So then up, wheels it in. So we'll let that go in. As that's going in, we'll talk about some stuff over here. More GFCI outlets and dual USB ports. Your microwave, and then some storage there. Right there, that's access to the back of your water heater for your bypass valve, so you just unscrew it. 4 number 2 square bits, 4 number 2 square screws, so you'd use a number 2 square bit to get them off. Right here is a light switch. Since this is only 30 amp, you can either do your microwave, see if you flip the switch up, turns your microwave off, then you'll have power to your fireplace. So unfortunately, you can use your microwave and your fireplace at the same time. Fridge, very simple, no buttons or anything. It's a 12-volt fridge. So when you're plugged in, it's converting 120 to 12 volt in the fridge. When you're not unplugged, you're just going to run off your battery. You won't have much to use off your battery unless you get like a solar kit. Because if you're running your fridge for a couple days off your battery, as well as a couple lights, you're going to use all your voltage in your battery. That's if you were going dry camping. If you're going somewhere where you're plugged in, it shouldn't be an issue at all. 2 switches up there. You have a fan light there. Fan takes a little while to kick on. Kind of spins up. You can hear it. And there's one thing I'll need to show you when we're done. There's an exhaust vent on the other side, on the outside of this. You have to open for the fan to actually vent somewhere. Fold up cooktop. That'll act as like a backsplash with light. Light your burner. Turn them to high. Twist it to spark it. It won't light because obviously we have the gas off, but you just twist this to spark it. Similar do with your oven. You turn this to the flame, push and hold it. You'll feel when it pushes in. Then you'll turn this. There's a pilot in there. Let's see if you can see it. Light back in there. That lights your pilot. Once your pilot is lit, you can turn it from that to whatever temperature you're cooking with. When you're done, you can turn it to pilot. This little flame again shuts your burners off, leaves your pilot on. That way, when you're ready to cook in, you just turn it to whatever temperature again. However, I recommend turning it off overnight. You don't want a lit pilot overnight. Who knows what could happen. Outlet over there. You do have, let's see, silverware drawer. This manila envelope is going to have all your manuals. Anything that was installed in here, there's a manual for it in there. And then there'll be a Forest River Alpha Wolf manual. It's very broad. It covers all their products. Nice sink basin. I like the color. A dark steel. And then a cooktop cover for that. Like this. Pantry. Plenty of room. Another light up in there. Plenty of room in the pantry. This is that mount I was telling you about. There may or may not be another one in here. If not, you'll have to just order another one. Kit, we sell them here. So if you had it set with only one TV, you'd have your TV mounted here. If you wanted to bring it outside, you would unhook everything, pick it up and out, carry this outside, hook it up outside. That's what's nice about those mounts. So then you have power for it, TV, and then auxiliary and satellite above that. If you are going to use your TV off your antenna, make sure that's on. If you're having cable, have it off. USB port there. Accent lighting that'll be behind your TV with that switch there. Radio, very simple to use. On switch right there. If you tap it, it mutes it. So you have zones. If you hit zone 1, hit and hold zone 1, turns zone 1 off. Zone 1 is inside, then it'll just have the outdoor speakers, and then vice versa. You can turn the outside off, inside on.
Another financial aid. We also shine a spotlight on small business.
Volume. You can skip to the channels there. Presets. Headphones, auxiliary, HDMI. You'll probably won't ever use that. USB, that's just for charging. And then Bluetooth, and then you have sources. And then USB. It's very simple. If you tap this, it mutes it. Push and hold, turn it off. You have a remote for that right there. And you have your fireplace right here. Remote for that. Hit it. So if you hit temp, this button right there, it'll change the temperature. If you hit the heat, that's zero, double zeros, no heat, low heat, high heat. And then flame. You can dim the flame if you want to. And this one's off of electric and this only works when you're plugged in, and it actually pushes out a nice amount of heat. These hook to your TV if you have one installed. That'll allow you to pass like audio from your TV into the speakers. USB port and outlet on either side of the couch. You have lights here. Both lights work the same way. This does turn into a bed. You remove these cushions. It'll be hard to do one-handed. Move the cushions here. Let's see if we can't do it. Set them aside somewhere. Then you would grab it up underneath. Lift it up. Oh, the couch does move, so be careful. That's why it needs two hands. They don't mount on the couch, so you can move it and clean underneath it. But you lift this up. Ugh. Fold these legs down. Set it down on the ground, and then that back piece flips down. See if we can't put it back together one-handed. There we go. Some storage over there. These lights, again, they turn on off at the light themselves. Then all these blinds work like that. Push them and pull them. So if you line them up all black, you have it shaded, you can do it like that and let a little bit of light through. That's what's nice about these. They call them zebra blinds, I believe. Emergency exit in the back. This one you just open the window, open the screen, and then this whole area right here will become open so you could jump out that way. Reclining chairs, pull these tabs right here to recline. You do have lights in them. There's the light in the cup, as well as down there. Then you have massage. It's kind of you can see how it gets brighter, and then it's dim, it's off, and then heat there too. Fold up spot, storage for remotes, anything, and in fact, we'll throw your two remotes here, from in there, into here. Again, two lights there, work just like the one. All the other click lights, and then this one turns on from here. Chairs can get strapped down. You don't have to strap them down once it's closed. They really don't go anywhere. But you do have some storage underneath each seat. A few more things. You got your breaker box right here. All your breakers for your 120, all your fuses for your 12 volts. So you have 240s and the rest are 15s. Recommend carrying a box of assorted fuses, just in case. Let's see if I can't find what I was looking for. Oh, it's gotta be something else. Looking for your propane alarm, so I can show you folks where that is. Let's see. Sometimes they put them in dumb spots. This one's hidden. Alright, oh well. It's gotta be somewhere. Oh shit. Let's see if we can't. Sometimes I put it in silly spots. Sometimes it's built in somewhere. There's your smoke alarm. So that is your standard 9-volt batteries. When they give you this chirps, it's time to change the batteries on that. And then USB port, dual outlet there. Where is? Alright. It's gotta be here somewhere. We'll keep looking for it. Oh! Right here. Silly me. So, that's a propane and carbon monoxide alarm. It's hardwired to the 12-volt system. So if you're unplugged through storage and your battery is starting to die a little bit, this will throw low voltage chirps. It won't actually be an audible alarm. It'll just like chirp, just like your smoke alarm does when it's low on battery. Plug your camper in, get that 12-volt battery up there charged. That's also a carbon monoxide and propane gas alarm. So that concludes your interior tour. Let's show you that last little vent I was meaning to show you outside, and then we'll conclude the tour. We'll go this way. That vent right there. So if you're going to use your range vent fan, pop this open. There's a little flap in there. That allows the gases to go somewhere. If not, push it closed so it's not flopping, or let incense hang overnight. Well, that concludes the video tour of your Forest River Alpha Wolf.